And today we're going to be talking about the second practice, responsiveness to children. So when we talk about that, what are we being responsive to? We are being responsive to the strengths, skills and knowledge of children, their abilities, expertise, cultural traditions. And we're being responsive to their interests, and we're looking at keeping their motivation and engagement in learning. So we're being responsive when it comes to curriculum design and making. We have ideas and interests that are evolving as well as play. And as an educator, there are a number of things that we do. We assess, we anticipate, extend learning, question, give feedback, and challenge thinking and guide learning. One of the things that we do is called scaffolding. And you scaffold learning and make the most of spontaneous teaching moments. You take children from what they know, you build on this, and then you enhance learning. Simple things that you do is you're always looking at play, you're listening to conversations, you're observing. Maybe you see children have an interest in plants, or look, the plants have grown. You can see, I'm giving a very simple example. But then, because you see the interest is there, you can build on this. You can set up an interest table about plants, and then you can grow plants and enhance children's learning as a result. It can be as simple as that. Responsiveness enables educators to enter a children's world. So you are responsive to play, ongoing projects, and thinking. Here are some practical ideas to be more responsive to children. You can develop your skills of observation. Listen to conversations to find out interests and questions that children have. And write these ideas and interests down as you see them throughout the week. Learn about what children are learning through different activities. What are they learning? And also linking it to the EYLF is a great thing that you can do. Just as a means of observation, do it so you're educating yourself. Pick an activity, pick how it relates to the EYLF and what they're learning, and then really brainstorm exactly what the children are learning. And then you can use that information in learning stories and feedback to parents in your daily journals. It's a wealth of information that you can actually use. Another thing that you can do is understand that you could be like Play-Doh. Now what I mean by that is you're flexible in your planning. You have a moldable curriculum, and you have an adaptable environment. One of the key attributes of early educators is the ability to remain flexible. You need to have a go with the flow attitude, not only for survival's sake, but also for the children's learning. Children learn when they are engaged, and if you can move with this and develop an inquiry-based approach, children will naturally learn through play and engagement. So a key word that we're talking about here is inquiry-based learning. So if you haven't heard about that, it's worth researching and finding out more. So work on developing inquiry-based learning in your early learning setting. Inquiry-based learning describes approaches to learning that are based on the investigation of questions, scenarios, or problems, and they are often assisted by a facilitator, and inquirers will identify and research issues and questions to develop their knowledge or solutions. As part of an inquiry-based learning, you can base your learning on ongoing projects, which ask real questions, research answers, develop communication skills, solve problems, create solutions, collaborate in class and beyond the classroom, and gain a deeper understanding of content knowledge. Projects need to be responsive, flexible and open-ended, able to move with the children's ideas and questions as they arise. So one of the key things with inquiry-based learning is collecting questions. So when you watch children engaged, you hear their questions. For goop, for example, when children are playing that. Why do my fingers get stuck? It's drippy when my hands move. It's gooey. From those questions, you can begin to ask more questions and develop other activities around that. So maybe you look at different substances and what they're doing. Why don't your fingers stick when you put your hands in water? What is making it stick? And then you can delve deeper into the questions that the children are asking, but you are extending their knowledge by listening to their questions. So it doesn't have to be complicated. It sounds like, oh, that's so much work, and how do I do that, and how do I get started? Start off small with inquiry-based learning and then extend. So collect your questions and provide a way for parents to write down questions children are thinking about. Maybe they've got questions at home. They're asking interesting things. Kids can often say the funniest things. And give parents the opportunities to share these questions with you. And then, of course, listen and observe carefully to children as they play. Now, remember that balance is the key. So you have teacher-initiated and you have child-initiated. As educators, we are aware that there are teacher-driven aspects to the curriculum and that there is a balance between children's ideas and teachers' input.